See that? That's a pencil case, that is. That looks rude, doesn't it? Monty! Stop it, Monty! Hello, this is Sophie Lawson from sophielawson.com, and you can see little Monty's ears, which means it's time for another click look video of the ImagineFX magazine, and these are the 2022 ones. So the new one just popped through my letterbox about 20 minutes ago, and I'm quite excited for this one. So this one should be issue 210 for March 2022, and so far we've had these two, and I'll put a link in the description for these, but this one here was for January 208, issue 208, and this was a Final Fantasy 14, a Final Fantasy 14 special. I like that one. And then this one was issue 209. This was the last one. It was all about animation. And it's been about 3 or 4 weeks, I still can't decide which one of these is my favourite in terms of the covers. I've just noticed something though. But the cover isn't fully covering the magazine, look. That doesn't seem right, does it? There's like a little bit of a gap there, and they've done it on this one as well. So I don't know whether they want to do that, or they've got maybe printing problems or something. But what one's your favourite of those? I don't know. I'm really hoping though that this one's going to be... I would like it if it's a character, a sort of a cartoony animal. That's what I would like. So let's get into this. Little Monty the Mouse is going to let us in. And what we do on these is, we look at them for the first time and just talk about them. I still haven't wrote the letter yet. I'm going to write a letter to ImagineFX magazine. And I've wrote it down, but I haven't wrote it out yet. And I'm going to say about how I don't agree with the packaging. I think they need to improve their packaging for these subscriber issues. Oh, it looks like a black one. But it's a black and red so far. Oh, look at that. Well, that's not what I was expecting. But, well, again, it's really hard now to pick my favourite. I guess what it is none of these are really popping for me. Like, sometimes I'll see a cover and I think, I love that. I'm not feeling that with any of these ones. I like them, but none of them are standing out. And this one here, what I like about this one is he's sort of emotion, because he looks quite angry, doesn't he? This would be a good one for Halloween or something. I like the red of his sword as well. So this is all about, cool, fantasy illustration. We like fantasy illustration. This is Johan Egerkrans. And this is issue number 210 of the ImagineFX magazine. Is Proco on? Ooh, look. Proco's gone. So little Proco, he used to have hey, the back cover's too short as well. That's weird, that. I don't think I'm sure they can't have meant to do that. That seems a bit sort of, makes it feel a bit cheap to me. As if they've got their measurements wrong. I'll put those over there. But this is the first issue for about a year where we haven't had Proco on the back. Hey, it is Proco. Oh, cool. That must mean Proco's starting to do comics. Oh, that must be because Proco's got a Stan Prokopenko started a on his website, didn't he? Like a thing where other artists can make courses. That's quite cool. Look, you can start learning comic books. So little Monty's going to let us in on this one. Boing! Here's our friend, little Ian. Ian the editor. Clip Studio Paint, I love that. I was using that last week. First time in ages. I really like that. It's a shame that you have to pay for it on iPad. Like a subscription, isn't it? I wish it was a free, like a sort of pay. Oh, I like that. There's some nice ones in here. I like the look of that art studio. I like the look. It looks some of these look a bit sort of trippy. So I think we're in for a bit of a sort of mind-bending issue on this one. Look at that, look. I love that one. This looks like a cool issue. Based off of this bits. The next one, next month is going to be all about Judge Dredd, isn't it? 2000 AD. That's the videos. Look, you get a bag now. You get a little bag if you subscribe. But again, I'm going to write about that as well. When I send my letter, I'm going to say, why don't you give free gifts to your loyal subscribers instead of always giving free gifts to new people? I think that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, cool. How beautiful these look. See, this, if that was on the cover, it would be my favouriteest cover. That's like a sort of Studio Ghibli type affair. I like this little character here, look. Oh, he's cool, isn't he? She's nice as well. The artist here, look. Jennifer. Jennifer. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Cool. I like that, look. She's using the... Look, oh, cool. She's created a little character out of the flames. Cool. Look, another... This is... Oh, yeah. Look at that. There's an animal in the sky. I imagine that's a dead little puppy. She probably her puppy died and she's still playing with him. This is for me, the FXPosé bit has become my favourite bit of these magazines, because I feel like this is where you get the most inspiration, and I find that exciting. And you get all different types of artwork as well, which is cool. Like oh yeah, look at him. See, imagine a cover with just him on the front. So that for me would be cool. Keep it simple, I think. Yeah. It's a bit like Elder Scrolls or something. Spider-Man, isn't it? Spider-Man and Venom. It's doing that fan art. John Carter. I've never watched that. Surviving life after college. Dun, dun, dun. I remember that. I remember when I was at uni, I was doing computers. I was studying computing, and I remember the last sort of 4 months when you suddenly realised you were leaving university and you didn't know what was going to happen next. It was a little bit sort of sad and a bit scary as well. And you sort of thought, because you took the first couple of years at uni, I took it, look, The Art of World Building. That would be a good one to read for like a podcast. I want to start doing more sort of studying for the podcast. But I think what happens is when you're at uni, for the first couple of years you take it all for granted. You feel like I got like one. That's like one of those old thingamajigs. Look, what I do like about the iMacs is the new ones look like the old ones. So it doesn't really matter whether you got an old one or not. Owen Webber. This is his little art studio. James Gurney, look. James Gurney. What I like about this is the books. Look at all the books on there, look. Lots of artwork on the walls as well, isn't there? Do you prefer lots of artwork on the walls or emptiness? I like to have less on the wall, I think. Letters. Studio Love. ImagineFX is one of the best, if not the best. I think they're talking about the the artist in residence. My two favourite bits of these magazines is the FXPosé bit and the free bits is and the art studio and the sketching bit. when we get the sketches. The art of Johan Egerkrans. Looks like he's a fantasy legend. I like that. Hey, he did that one then. Ah, cool. So he must be a, is he some sort of legend or something? With a new book bursting with beautiful illustrations, Ian Dean meets an artist who loves dragons. I would have put that one on, no I wouldn't. It's too hectic, isn't it? You need a simple cover. Here be advice on dragons, look. Little, talking about dragons. He likes that one. Little Monty. Hey, Warrick Wong. She reminds me of someone, she does. Oh, I love these, look at that. It's like sort of a relationship between an animal and it's like a robot, human, animal. Oh wait, hey look, Studio Ghibli. Talking about Studio Ghiblis. Oh, I love these. That's one of the Studio Ghiblis, isn't it? I've watched that one. I really like these. It's sort of a bit, makes you sort of think, what's happening here? Are they humans? From artist to author, Tom Kidd. I wonder if he's related to Alex. He didn't. There he is, look. Looks a little bit like Super Mario. I like that. Looks like a foot. Look, the tree's protecting that little person. Oh, I love this artist. I'd look into this one. That's a bit like Bioshock. Here's our workshops. What's this here, look? ImagineFX Art School. I've noticed what ImagineFX does is they put a lot of magazines out which are actually just bits from all of the ImagineFXs. So it's always a bit hard to tell whether it would be worth buying something like that if you've already got all the magazines. That's beautiful. Maria, is that Maria? Or Maria Dimova. How beautiful. That would have been a nice cover. I like that a lot. I like the rounded edges as well. Makes it feel friendly. Look at that, look. Starts, even at the start she had rounded edges on it. That's in Procreate, isn't it? Paint with bold brush strokes. Yeah, I love that. I love when you can sort of see the chunkiness. Oh, what software is this, I wonder? Because I love the look of that. I love the look of that brush stroke. What do you reckon this is? ArtRage. I've heard of that. I've never used that one. That's nice, isn't it? The way it's all... That looks real. Yeah, if that's the sort of thing I'd like to be doing, getting it looking like that. Develop style by using shapes. This is all like silhouettes. These are nice. I could imagine a video game with these characters. A black and white video game like Limbo. With like each level you got to fight one of these little guys. That would be the main hero, I think. And that would be your friend. And and these are the bosses. Yeah, I love this artist. Who's this? Conway. Harry. I wish ImagineFX put all the faces at the end, like what 3D Toto Publishing does. Have you ever played the video game Dragon's Dogma? Because there was on Dragon's Dogma, you could find a hat like that. It turns you into like a wolf. That was one of my favourite outfits. I love the style of these. This will be a good one for a podcast. Again, I love the style of these as well. Look at the shapes of these. Sexy little feet, look. Yeah, I love the feet. I'm loving those shapes. Fun. Look, that's the artist there, look. Jackie. It's cool, isn't she? Silhouettes again. I'm noticing ImagineFX is starting to do a lot more of these sort of bite-size article things. Add polish to illustrations, look. This is another one using ArtRage, isn't it? ArtRage must be taken off then or something. It's a very pretty interface with the little bits of green. I'm going to look into that ArtRage, I think, because I like the way the paint seems to be interacting with the other paints. Here's our reviews, look. Rebel 5, got 4 out of 5. Procreate 5.2. ArtRage, look. Hey, look, £80 it is. A simple interface hides a complex paint sim, enabling you to create stunning pieces. Easy and intuitive, ArtRage Vita is a joy to use. Turn to page 72 for a workshop on getting more from this pro-level illustration software. See, £80 isn't that bad really. I'd much rather pay £80 and have it forever than pay a £10 subscription. Surface Pro number 8. I've got a Surface Pro 2. That one must be amazing. I wonder what the spec is of that one. What's it got here? Look, it's got 256 gig SSD. That's still the same. You would have thought they would have put more than that in. I don't feel like that's enough really. Apple £1,000 for an Apple iPad. Look at the price of this Surface Pro. £2,500. Who's going to pay that much for? I suppose if you could write it off as business expenses. Sketching for the absolute beginner. That'd be interesting. I want to look into that book. It's by Search Press. I've never heard of those before. I've got 4 out of 5 look. I'm going to have to look into that. We've got our traditional artists. I love this bit. Yeah, I wish they went back to having different texture on the paper. I like this one. I like that bit there, look, that line. There's like a sort of a flow going on there. It's cool, isn't it? Different styles. I love this. Create art with emotional impact. Look, he's got a thing there. Got a skull. I do like that they put traditional artwork in here. think that's brilliant. I remember people moaning about that back when they first started doing that, but here it is. That's ArtRage, isn't it? Paint naturally with the easiest to learn brush engine. I'm going to look into that. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. My first impression is it's actually one of the best, my favourite issue this year. I feel like that one had a lot of really cool characters in it and things I want to read. Yeah, and there's lots of nice stuff in this one. It's cool. I hope, especially look at that look. How cool is that? See, imagine that on the cover. That would have been brilliant. When you see something like that, it makes you want to go and see what else they've done, doesn't it? How cool does he look as well? His big beard. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. That was issue number 210 of the ImagineFX magazine for March 2022. And I'll see you later for another one.